Fear has a way of paralyzing us, keeping us trapped in the familiar while our dreams remain distant shadows. We tell ourselves stories about why we can't succeed, building walls of doubt that seem impossible to scale. But what if these very fears aren't obstacles but doorways? By the end of this video, you'll understand why your deepest fears might be the exact keys you need to unlock your most extraordinary potential. Every great achievement in human history began with someone facing their fears head-on. Not because they felt ready, but because something deeper called them forward. Your fears aren't random. They're precise indicators pointing to what matters most. They mark the boundary between who you are and who you could become. Think about your biggest fear right now. That thing that makes your heart race, your palms sweat, your mind spiral with worst-case scenarios. Notice how it's often tied directly to your deepest desires. Fear of rejection connects to your desire for connection. Fear of failure links to your dreams of success. Fear of being seen connects to your longing for authentic expression. This connection isn't coincidental. Your fears and dreams are two sides of the same coin, each informing the other with profound precision. When you run from fear, you simultaneously run from your dreams. The very things that terrify you are often the exact experiences you need to embrace to grow. But understanding this truth intellectually isn't enough. Knowledge without action remains merely potential, locked away in the realm of what if. The real transformation begins when you start seeing fear, not as a warning to retreat, but as a compass pointing toward your next breakthrough. Consider how a butterfly emerges. The caterpillar doesn't know its transformation is coming. It faces the ultimate fear, the dissolution of everything it knows about itself. That darkness, that uncertainty, that complete surrender to change. It's not optional. It's essential for its evolution. Your fears work the same way. They mark the edges of your comfort zone, highlighting exactly where growth needs to happen. Each fear you face rewires your nervous system, expanding your capacity for courage. Every time you step into what scares you, you demonstrate to yourself that you're capable of more than you imagined. But here's what most people miss. The goal isn't to eliminate fear. It's to develop a new relationship with it. Fear will always be present when you're pushing your boundaries, pursuing ambitious dreams, or stepping into unknown territory. The difference lies in how you interpret its presence. Instead of asking, "How can I get rid of this fear?" ask yourself, "What is this fear trying to teach me?" Fear of public speaking might be guiding you towards sharing an important message. Fear of starting a business might be pushing you toward financial freedom. Fear of vulnerability might be leading you toward deeper connections. The intensity of your fear often correlates directly with the importance of your dreams. The bigger the potential impact, the stronger the resistance you'll feel. This isn't a bug in human psychology. It's a feature. It ensures that what matters most to you comes with built-in challenges that will transform you in the pursuit. Think of fear as a training ground. Each fear you face builds emotional muscles you'll need for future challenges. The courage developed through small acts of bravery compounds over time, creating a foundation of confidence that no external circumstance can shake. But this journey requires more than just blind courage. It demands discernment. Not every fear needs to be conquered immediately. Some fears protect you from genuine danger. The key is learning to distinguish between fears that guard you and fears that guide you toward growth. Start with the fears that whisper of possibility rather than danger, the ones that make you feel simultaneously terrified and excited. These are your growth fears, the ones masquerading as protective barriers, but actually hiding doorways to your dreams. The process is simple, but it's not easy. Begin with small steps. Each time you face a fear and survive, you prove to yourself that fear is not fatal. You demonstrate that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. Remember, every person you admire, every success story that inspires you, involves someone who felt afraid but moved forward anyway. They weren't fearless, they were fear-informed. They learned to use their fears as feedback, as guidance, as fuel for transformation. Your biggest dreams require you to become someone new, someone who can hold more uncertainty, face bigger challenges, and embrace larger possibilities. This evolution demands that you walk directly toward what scares you most. The fears you face today are preparing you for the dreams you'll achieve tomorrow. Each step into fear is a step toward freedom. Not freedom from fear, but freedom to pursue what matters most despite it. Your fears aren't here to stop you. They're here to show you exactly where to go next. So the next time fear rises within you, pause. Thank it for highlighting what matters. Then use its energy not as a signal to retreat, but as fuel to propel you forward. Your biggest fears aren't your enemies. They're the keys to unlocking your most extraordinary life. The question isn't whether you feel afraid, it's what you'll do next.